Masters news, trio of big-name cut casualties plus all the scores. Defending champion Dustin Johnson has more time to prepare for next week's PGA Tour Heritage Classic after missing the cut at the Masters. Top-ranked defending champion Dustin Johnson has more time to prepare for next week's PGA Tour Heritage Classic than he really wanted after missing the cut at the 85th Masters. Four-time major winner Rory McIlroy also failed to reach the weekends for only the second time in 13 trips to Augusta National, missing his chance to complete a career Grand Slam for another year. And four-time major champion Brooks Koepka, who battled to play after right knee surgery a month ago, wasn't among the 54 who reached the weekend at the year's first major championship. "I worked my ass off just to get here, and then to play like this is pretty disappointing," Koepka said. Johnson and Koepka each cited putting woes as their reason for being done, although Koepka will get weekend physical therapy and Johnson must put the green jacket on the shoulders of the new Masters champion in the Sunday ceremony. "Mostly just the putter. 6 3-putts in 2 rounds, you just can't do that," Johnson said. "Didn't drive it great but drove it good enough, and I felt like I never was really too bad out of position. Just the 3 putts killed me. I just didn't putt very well. My speed was awful. I just left it short from 10 feet there on the last hole. I just didn't have a good beat on the speed the last 2 days." Koepka and Johnson both shot 75 to finish on 5 over 149, while McIlroy, who did not speak after, was on 150 after a closing 74. McIlroy has been reworking his swing with coach Pete Cowan and said on Thursday he was very much still in a transition process. "Anytime you're working on things with your swing, it's going to feel very different, but it's not as if I haven't done these things before," McIlroy said. "It's like you get into these bad habits and that feels normal, and then you get it back into position where I've been a million times before and it just feels a little different." Koepka putting woes were major as well. "Putter was ice cold. Didn't make any putts," he said. "I don't want to say the speed was off, maybe the reads a little bit. Maybe the start line. A lot of them felt like good putts, and they weren't even hitting the hole. They felt good coming off the face, but they didn't even sniff it." Koepka was pleased he had the stamina to walk 18 holes at hilly Augusta. "Downhill was tough," Koepka said. "I don't feel as sore as I did yesterday, so I feel better. It's nice to know I can walk 18. Koepka will play in next month's PGA Championship at Kiowa Island but wasn't sure if he would play a PGA event before the next major tournament. "Tough to say," he said. "Just for how it feels, how rehab goes and everything. I wouldn't have been playing for another month if it wasn't Masters week. So I'll take a nice long break after this." Second round scores on Friday in the 85th Masters at Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, USA. Unless noted, A denotes amateur, par 72. 137, Justin Rouse, ENG, 65-72. 138, Will Zalatoris 70-68, Brian Harman 69-69. 139, Mark Leishman, AUS, 72-67, Jordan Spieth 71-68. 140, Bernd Weisberger 74-66, Tony Finau 74-66, Justin Thomas 73-67, Kim Si-woo, KOR, 71-69, Cameron Champ 72-68, Hideki Matsuyama, JPN, 69-71. 141, Xander Schauffele 72-69. 142, Ryan Palmer 74-68, Colin Morikawa 73-69, Cameron Smith, AUS, 74-68, Corey Connors, CAN, 73-69. 143, Bryson DeChambeau 76-67, Matt Jones, AUS, 74-69, Stuart Sink 74-69, Victor Hovland, NOR, 73-70. 144, Mackenzie Hughes, CAN, 72-72, Robert McIntyre, SCO, 74-70, Shane Lowry, IRL, 7173, Tommy Fleetwood, ENG, 7470, Matthew Fitzpatrick, ENG, 7470, Michael Thompson 7272, Henrik Stenson, SWE, 7371, Brendan Todd 7371, Abraham Answer, MEX, 7569, Bubba Watson 7470, John Ram, ESP, 7272. 145, Martin Laird, SCO, 7471, Kevin Na 7570, Gary Woodland 7372, Tyrrell Hatton, ENG, 7174, Scotty Scheffler 7372, Charles Schwartzel, RSA, 7471, Harris English 7471, Patrick Reed 7075. 146, Jose Maria Olazabal, ESP, 7571, Louis Oasuazan, RSA, 7670, Jim Herman 7670, Joaquin Niemann, CHI, 7571, Christian Butzedenhout, RSA, 7076, Webb Simpson 7076, Matt Wallace, ENG, 7472. 147, Jason Kokrak 7176, Francesco Molinari, ITA, 7473, Billy Horschel 7671, Phil Mickelson 7572, Adam Scott, AUS, 7473, Sebastian Munoz, COL, 7473, Ian Poulter 7473, Paul Casey, ENG, 7374. Missed the cut. 148, Jimmy Walker 7573, Matt Cucker 7870, Max Homa 7474, Sergio Garcia, ESP, 7672, Daniel Berger 75-73. 149, Mike Weir, CAN, 7871, Lando Griffin 7673, Kevin Kistner 7277, Danny Willett, ENG, 7673, Brooks Koepka 7475, Dustin Johnson 7475, Lee Westwood, ENG, 7871. 150, CT Pan, TPE, 7971, Dylan Fratelli, RSA, 7674, Robert Streb 7575, Rory McIlroy, NIR, 7674. 151, Victor Perez, FRA, 7873, Zach Johnson 7774, Bernhard Langer, GER, 7477. 152, Brian Gay 7874, A. Charles Osborne 7676, Patrick Cantley 7973. 153, Carlos Ortiz, MEX, 8271, Ian Woosnam, WAL, 7677, Jason Day, AUS, 7776. 154, A. Joe Long, ENG, 8272. 156, Hudson Swafford 7383, Sandy Lyle, SCO, 8175. 157, Fred Couples 7978, Im Sung Jae, KOR, 7780. 159, Vijay Singh, FIJ, 7980. 161, A. Tyler Strafossi 8081. 163, Larry Mize 8479. Matthew Wolf DQ,